Live on YouTube, starting us up on Rumble. Good afternoon. Welcome to This Date in History, AKTDH. I am Xander.
Golden Loon.
Nephilim J here.
Yep, and you, thank you so much for coming in and watching. Today is Tears' Day, AK Tuesday, February 17th, 2026. This show is about interesting and important events that occurred on this calendar day throughout the annals of recorded history, starting with the year 1370. Am I boring you already?
Hey, that's it. You start talking and I goes off.
Come on.
Battle of Redoubt, Teutonic Knights of Germany heavily defeated the Grand Duchy of Lithuania north of Königsberg. And the primary source was edited. It used to just say Battle at Redoubt, Germany defeated Lithuania. So looks like
Shit.
Yeah, it looks like they did a little bit of their own research and added upon their article here.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yep.
1500, Battle of Hemmingstedt, German peasant army of Dithmarschen repelled King John of Denmark and his brother Duke Frederick's army of Schleswig and Holstein. So a group of rebels in the 1500 did that. So power to the people. So
Sounds like us.
yes. 1568, Treaty of Adrianople, representatives of Holy Roman Emperor Maximilian II and Ottoman Sultan Selim II agreed to a peace plan ending the war between the Habsburg monarchy and the Ottoman Empire. Maximilian agreed to provide a cash present, and ruling authority was granted to the Ottomans in Transylvania, Moldavia, and Wallachia. All right.
Oh, okay.
That's very nice.
Yeah, if anybody knows a thing or two about history, Habsburg, is we all know about the Habsburg jaw. If you know about that,
I do not.
Basically, because that royalty were notorious for inbreeding and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
And the Habsburg's jaw was a
they
thing.
have thumbs.
Yeah. Well, no, like the Habsburg's jaw was a thing in that family because of all the inbreeding. They started having this prominent jaw.
Ah.
Habsburg jaw, and they were like mentally deficient and all that stuff. But here, this is a painting of one of the more known. But it's all that same jaw, the Habsburg's jaw. They all three of these. You can see they all have the prominent chin. And here's an actual what appears to be a photograph of a statue. So his actual jaw really did come out to a point like that. That is wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy and insane, though.
Yeah. And I know Nephilim couldn't have seen that because it was open in another tab, but basically.
I've seen it.
Okay. 1600, Italian philosopher Giordano Bruno was burned alive at Campo di Fiori in Rome, convicted of heresy by the Roman Inquisition. He had a wooden vice put on his tongue to prevent him from continuing to speak as well. Jeez.
Ooh, fuck, that's rough.
1621, Miles Standish was elected as the first commander of the Plymouth colony in North America. All right. 1674, Ambon earthquake and mega tsunami killed at least 2,322 people in the Maluku Islands, modern Indonesia. The tsunami reached a height of 100 meters or 330 feet. Holy crap.
Oh, surf's up.
Holy shit, that's just like...
that reminds me that... remember I was talking about the weather and stuff, the storm that we're having?
Yeah.
They're saying along the entire coast of the greater LA area, the waves are going to reach between 10 to 20 feet high.
Oh.
Because of all this weather.
Yeah, that does happen though.
Yeah. 1676 here, 16 men of Pascual de Irratiate's expedition were lost at Evagales Islets at the western end of the Strait of Magellan. So, a whole group of an exploratory team just lost in the jungle.
Yeah.
Probably eaten by pygmies or something.
1690.
Yes. Yeah. 1691, Thomas Neal was granted English patent for American Postal Service. All right.
To deliver your mail.
Yeah. 1753, in Sweden, February 17th was followed by March 1st as the country moved from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. So a lot of skipping happening.
Yep.
Well, skipping.
1772, first partition of Poland was signed in Vienna by Austria, Prussia, and Russia. And actually, hold on a second. Nope, we're not there yet. So it does, I thought it told me to, where was I? First partition, that's weird. Well, I guess we haven't gotten to this battle yet. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find, because there was a map. I thought I saved it. Did I? I guess not. We're not there yet. So But yeah, I just want to bring up the a map of the first partition of Poland here. Right here. So open link in new tab. Open image. I want image, not link. Go away. There we go.
Yeah, just image. There you go.
Yeah, so 1772, first partition of Poland. And that's actually rather big. Poland was huge.
Holy frig, it's all red.
Yeah. Well, I think red was Poland, and then like there was this gray part, this green part, and this yellow part.
So which was partitioned? The other colors?
Yeah, like they all the colors I think was one thing, and then they partitioned it. So this is the first partition of Poland.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Moving on up, what else do we got here? 1776, first volume of Edward Gibbon's seminal work, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, was published. All right. 1781, French astronomer Charles Messier cataloged M83, a spiral galaxy in Hydra. All right. 1795, Thomas Siddall harvested an 8.3 kilogram potato from his garden in Chester, England. Didn't we cover this a couple days ago?
I don't recall that.
Yeah, there's a huge
I think
potato.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain. 1801, U.S. House of Representatives broke electoral college tie by electing Thomas Jefferson as president over Aaron Burr. Let's see here. A tie in the electoral college between Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr was resolved when Jefferson was elected president of the United States and Burr vice president by the United States Representatives. Okay. 1815, Treaty of Ghent was ratified by the U.S. Senate and signed by President James Madison, ending the War of 1812 over a month after it was signed in Europe. Why did we drag our feet with that?
Good question.
That's weird.
Exactly. Why did we drag our feet in the sand?
1818, Baron Karl von Drais de Stauffenberg patented the Draisine, an early bicycle. Okay, so we have gone through this image here. This is this is the Draisine. And
there you go.
And it looks like something that you can ride it like to coast down hills or anything, but to go up hills or just to travel, it looks kind of weird,
Well, I think the handlebars go up and down, and that's what powers you.
No, it's straight up.
Picture.
Well, like where's the gears?
No gears.
Then
it's going to be direct.
Well, no, I mean like the chain. Where's the chain? Where if it is a pulling mechanism, where's the chain?
I believe that's coming down to the front wheel.
Okay, maybe those things there, like on the next to the.
No, maybe not.
Yeah.
Now that you got a closer look at it.
Yeah. Well, like right here. Like, hold on a second. Open image. Let's see if this gives me a good image. See, like it's just straight up wood. It's not.
No, that rocks up. In the other picture, that came up. The handlebars came up.
Well, it's a depiction of that. Like there's various. Hold on a second. Let's open this image here really quick. What is this? And this has what appears to be some kind of mechanism. So you may be right, Loon, at some point, but I think this was like just the initial one because this looks like solid wood.
Yeah.
So.
It tells me about craftsmanship by handiwork.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on up to 1819, the United States House of Representatives passed the Missouri Compromise for the first time. It's weird. 1837, Charles Lyell made his presidential address to the Geographical Society in London and announced that Richard Owen had concluded from Darwin's fossils that extinct species were related to current species at the same locality. All right,
so
okay.
Yeah, figuring out more stuff about evolution.
Evolution, yeah.
1838, Weenen massacre. Hundreds of Voortrekkers along the Balkernas River in Natal were killed by Zulus.
Oh, yikes.
1854, Britain, the United Kingdom, recognized the independence of the Orange Free State, also known as South Africa. So.
Nice.
And 1859, Cochin campaign, the French Navy captured the citadel of Saigon, a fortress manned by 1,000 Nguyen dynasty soldiers en route to conquering Saigon proper, the country, and other regions of southern Vietnam. Although Saigon, Saigon's in Vietnam, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of Siam. So,
no, Siam is in
China. No, Siam is now Bangkok, or Thailand.
Oh, Thailand. Okay. Yeah.
1863, a group of citizens of Geneva founded an International Committee for Relief to the Wounded, which later became known as the International Committee of the Red Cross. Get rid of that. Here it is.
Oh, there you go, the Red Cross, yes.
Yep. Moving on up, 1864, Confederate submarine CSS H.L. Hunley sunk Union ship USS Housatonic at Charleston, South Carolina, in the world's first successful submarine attack. Crews of both vessels were killed. Now, I didn't realize that they actually...
Holy crap, look at that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they actually sunk. Now, see, the reason why we know about the Hunley, now... because after they left to go do their mission, they never came back, and it wasn't until much later that until we actually found the wreck of the Hunley, and we did some science on it and all that stuff. Here's an actual image of it, as it looks right now. But they discovered that because of the way things travel differently in air versus in a liquid like water or whatever. Yeah. The Hunley was too close when their munition blew up, and the concussion blows killed them in their seats.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I said both crews of both vessels were killed because they died in that tube. Wow. And we didn't figure that out until we, because it was all speculation. It's did they pop a leak? What happened? It wasn't until we actually found it and got it out of there and did studies that we figured out that was the ultimate cause of their demise. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
And that's why, because there was this whole video I saw a long time ago. If you're ever in an event where there a grenade lands at your feet, and you have a choice of either just diving this way, or diving into the water or something, it's better to dive this way because the concussion compresses in a pool or something, and you actually have a higher chance of dying if there's an explosion near the water. The water will not absorb it; it'll amplify the concussive.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I think something like that. I don't know. Anyway, 1867, Guerla Andrade was appointed as the first prime minister of the newly separated Kingdom of Hungary by King Franz Joseph I. However, our primary source was altered. It used to say Guerla Andrade became premier of Hungary. So, hold on a second. This says he became premier of Hungary. This one says he was appointed first prime minister. So, not only do we have a discrepancy in the title, but we have one in how he ascertained it. From the same source. So, 1867 as well, the first ship passed through the Suez Canal.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. 1876, sardines were first canned by Julius Wolfe in Eastport, Maine. I love it when I accidentally, showcase, an image and it's the next thing I'm going to talk about. So, I'm going to exit out of that because it looks kind of gross. 1878, first telephone exchange in San Francisco, California, opened with 18 phones.
Oh, there you
go. Oh, that's very nice. 18
Yeah.
telephones.
Now, do you want to tell your little story about when you were a kid, you had a party line?
Yeah, that was just common.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had your own private line in the house, you were considered rich.
Well, tell people, because we're talking. Most people these days have this. They don't even know what the hell a line is. So tell them what a party line even is.
Well, what it was is basically two different people using the same phone line. It wouldn't ring at your house, but it was separated that way. But you could pick up your phone if you wanted to use it, and someone's talking. It was your party line talking on the phone.
It would ring, but you'd be ring 3, and the other guy would be ring 5 or something, right?
That was up at my grandma's house.
That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that a party line?
That is a party line.
Yeah.
But we also had a party line down here.
Oh.
But it was only a party line of 1. They had 8 or 9 on there, and you had to wait. You had to count the rings. In other words, if you were the 8th ring, you had to wait 8. Okay, that's me.
Yeah.
And pick it up.
Can you imagine, to people today trying to live like that, after stuff like this, My God.
Exactly.
They would lose themselves. 1882, Australian cricket opening bowlers Joy Palmer, 768, and Edward Evans, 364, dismissed England in full 133 in second test. First test match played at Sydney Cricket Ground. All right. I always have to throw in a cricket, when I can, just to annoy you. Cricket, I'm not sure if you're aware of the inside joke.
The bat, or...
The what?
Cricket's like a bat or something?
Well, yeah, they have a flat bat, but as we like to say, If it's English and you read it verbatim, but you still feel like you had a stroke, don't worry, you're fine. It's just cricket. You know? It's that confusing. Frickin' British people.
I have no idea what they're talking about when they talk that.
1883, Arthur Ashwell patented the vacant/engaged toilet lock in London, England, and that's what this is. You know, pieces of... You know, this is not a flip that we're used to. This is a sliding lock, but it has a sprocket-looking mechanism, but the vacant, occupied thing, you know, that you see on a... on like
public restroom.
Well, it's not really in public restrooms anymore because, like, you know, those have stalls or they straight up lock.
Well, I mean a single toilet.
Well, like, I don't see those anymore, like in a restaurant or whatever. I'm talking morely about like a porta potty. Well, yeah, airlines too. Yeah, they do have that as well. But yeah. 1889, U.S. newspaper comic strip Richard Felton Occult's The Yellow Kid. Or Outcults, The Yellow Kid, made first appearance in William Randolph Hearst New York Journal. We covered this yesterday.
We did cover something like that, yeah.
1896.
Yellow Kid, yeah.
Yeah. 1896, Muzzling order on the London County Council was enforced. I'm just wondering, like, if they actually put muzzles on them, like, you know, like, stop with the gerrymandering, you know. 1897, National Organization of Mothers formed in American, United States, by Alice McLellan Brinney and Phoebe Apperson Hearst, Parent Teacher Association. 1897. Hold on a second. Where it's not even in here. Wait, what the hell? Oh, wait, no, I'm not even in the 1890s, dude. Here it is. Formed in American. So, yeah, I'm not losing my mind. They did a typo here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they did a typo.
1905, U.S. educator and women's suffragist Frances Willard became the first woman honored in National Statuary Hall. Statuary, that's a weird word. Statuary Hall in the U.S. Capitol Building, Washington, D.C. Statuary, like it almost sounds dirty. Like
yeah,
it sounds
like cool.
Yeah. 905 as well, the Russian Revolution of 905, Grand Duke Sergei Alexandrovich of Russia was assassinated in the Moscow Kremlin by socialist revolutionary Ivan Kalyayev. Never trust a socialist. 1911, Glenn Curtiss demonstrated his triad hydroplane's flight to and from a ship, landing alongside the USS Pennsylvania, and having the craft lifted aboard by a crane in San Diego Bay, California. After lunch, the plane was returned to the water and took off for land. So, and here's an image of that plane. Whoops, let me put this back here so that way our guests can see it better. So, that's cool. That's all the way in 1911. 1913, New York Armory Show introduced Pablo Picasso, Henry Matisse, and Marco Duchamp to the U.S. in public. They were to become some of the most influential painters of the earliest 20th century. So, we all know about Pablo Picasso. I've heard about Matisse, Matisse paintings, and very seldomly I've heard about Marcel Duchamp. So, 1913, U.S. state of Oregon became the second to enact minimum wage law. We should institute a maximum wage, though. 1919, the Ukrainian People's Republic asked the Entente and the U.S. for help in fighting the Bolsheviks. We should have answered them, squashed out those commies before they even really began. 1927, Toronto Maple Leafs, in the team's first game since changing the name from St. Patrick's, they defeated the visiting New York Americans 4-1 at the Mutual Street Arena. All right. What?
That's very interesting for Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, they used to be called the St. Patrick's. So.
Yep.
Why do they call themselves the Maple Leafs? Why not the Clover Leafs, if anything? If you're going to change from St. Patrick's, keep it the theme, go with Clover Leaves.
Well, the Maple Leaf is synonymous up in that area.
Well, yes, but they used to be called the St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
And that's Irish stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna change from Irish, call yourself, I don't know, the as I said, the good luck charm, the four-leaf clover, or
more than likely they wanted to get away from the Irish thing.
Yeah, there was a hatred towards the Irish back in that time. That's true.
Well, I don't know about up in Toronto if there was.
Yeah. 1928, U.S. brothers Jennison and John Heaton fought out the top placings in the Cresta, now known as Skeleton, at the St. Moritz Winter Olympics. Jennison took the gold by 1.0 seconds. Okay.
Yep.
So. Okay, so what is this? So, top placings. So it almost sounds like they're actually physically fighting, like a boxing thing, but this sounds something else. If he won by 1 second, then they were racing.
Yeah.
But what was it? What
they
skeleton?
didn't tell us what it was racing because I was waiting to hear the distance or something on that kind of time.
Yeah.
But they really didn't go into that.
That's all it says. Weird. 1933, first issue of U.S. Actually, let's see. Do we have a 1 century? We do. I almost missed a 1 century ago. Whoopsies. 1926, an avalanche buried 75 in Sap Gulch, Bingham, Utah. 40 people perished 1 century ago. I almost screwed that up this time. I got to keep on top of that. 1933, first issue of U.S. news magazine Newsweek was published.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That goes back quite a ways.
Yeah, 1934, the first high school auto driving course was offered at State College, Pennsylvania. Why don't they, like, I don't recall them having, like, auto driving things in high schools anymore. At least they didn't have any of that. Like, they had repair, they had auto shop as a class.
Yeah, that's
You know,
different.
so-
We had driver's ed, which would be special classes that you could take to learn to drive.
Yeah. Wait, do you say that you went to special ed?
Oh, funny man.
Hey, funny looking, don't forget. 1936, the world's first superhero, the Phantom, a cartoon strip by Lee Falk, made the first appearance in comics. That's interesting. The first superhero. Let's take a look at this here. The Phantom. There he is.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Actually, wasn't there a movie that came out in the past 15 years about the Phantom?
On the Phantom too.
Unless I'm thinking about the Tick.
I think you're thinking about the Tick.
Yeah, because he's big, buff, and purple too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they kind of came with the Phantom recently on PlayStation Store.
Yeah, I just remember like a weird superhero movie, you know, of an offbeat superhero. I think it was the Tick.
I wonder what the longevity of the Phantom was. Did it die out quick or did it last a while?
Well, the Phantom comic strip. Let's see here. Oh wait, there was a 2021 film. Huh.
Oh shit.
Huh. For the unrelated 2021 documentary film, See the Phantom. Okay, so that's something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, football's not related to the comic.
So yeah, this was launched February 17th, 1936, 90 years ago today. Yeah, but well, if anybody wants to do the research, you know, they can look it up here. I'm not sure how to answer Loon's question without really doing a deep dive because
not that interested in it. Doesn't matter.
Well, it says here the animated series Phantom 2040 ran for 2 series between 94 and 96. It followed the 24th Phantom, so not the same Phantom. I guess that, you know, he passed it along. You know, as a lot of superheroes now do. But as recently as 2009, there was a live-action miniseries starring Ryan Carnes as the 22nd Phantom. So, as recently as 2009. So there you go, to answer your question to the best of my abilities right now. 1938, the first public experimental demonstration of Baird color TV occurred in London. All right, that's not it. Oh, and actually, I find it hilarious because like I was looking for pictures and I was just thinking, you know what? I'm probably going to see a black and white image, you know, of this color TV. You know, it's not really doing the job.
No.
Like, look at this color TV in grayscale.
Hey, but again, I'm showing my age. I remember a friend of mine when we were kids. They got a color TV. Man, they had to go over and see that. It was a huge box. Man, this thing was giant.
I actually
all box, not much screen.
And TV.
It was a color TV. Whoa.
I want to. There's a. Yeah, I want to play this video here. This is awesome. So I'm gonna bigger this actually, just so that way we get a good look at this.
Just what will this change mean to the Channel 2 viewers who will still be watching us in black and white?
Well, we think you'll see a big difference on black and white receivers. The new color cameras will give an improved monochrome picture, and all our new color sets here in the studio were designed with that in mind. full spectrum color.
Well, Doug, first I'd like to say this, that I feel doubly honored to have been chosen to be the first one.
There's another video I was trying to find about, like, you know, can you imagine? Oh, this is, oh, I love this bit, actually. Like, just one more video. This one's short. They're playing off like color is invading their world. You see how it's gradually changing from black and white to color?
I'll try and hold it down.
Oh, they're trying to hold it down. They're actively... I love that. I'm sorry. Like, I just absolutely, like there's a video out there displaying, you know, like various channels, like, you know, the instant they you know, they did it in various ways. You know, one person, like, you know, popped like a big party popper and, like, you know, it just switched, and it's awesome, you know, if I can find that video.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. You're gonna say something, Nephilim?
No, I just like to, you know, show me.
Yeah. 1940, the Altmark incident occurred in which the crew of the British destroyer Cossack boarded the German Antmark in Jøgensfjord, Norway, releasing 299 British prisoners after hand-to-hand fighting with bayonets and the last recorded Royal Naval action with a cutlass.
Oh.
With a cutlass! Yarg, shiver me timbers, I be here to free my mates.
All the weapons back in those times.
Yeah. But here's a picture. We spoke about this yesterday. Oh, whoops, hold on. Let me give this back to Jay so we can see it as well. But here's a picture of that. So, but could you imagine World War II and they're boarding with cutlasses? That's hysterical.
I know.
Yeah.
You know. Fought for a country.
Yep. 1943, Dutch churches protest at Saxe-Iquart against against persecution of Jews. All right. 1943, New York Yankee Joe DiMaggio enlisted in the U.S. Army.
Yeah.
All right. 1947, Dutch R.C. bishops published manifest against godless communism. I can't agree with them more. It is one of the most heathenistic things on the face of this earth. 1947, Voice of America began broadcasting to the USSR. What was I just saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Now we're stuffing our godless capitalism in their face. So, 49, Shane Weizmann was elected the first president of Israel. All right. 1955, U.S. golfer Mike Showchak set a PGA 72-hole record of 257, which remained unbroken until 2001.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh,
Never heard of
That's
him
a record.
either. How about that?
Yeah, Mike Sushak or something.
No,
like
never heard
the
of him.
1957, a fire at a home for the elderly in Warrington, Missouri, killed 72 people. That is absolutely awful. You know, that's terrible. You know.
really bad.
But you know, at least it wasn't like a children's hospital or something this time. You know. So
Ooh, geez.
yeah, that's happened before. 1958, comic strip BC first appeared. I think I've heard of it. Wasn't it in the funnies, like, you know, when I was a kid?
Yeah, I'm
BC.
sure it was.
That looks very familiar. Like, hold on a second. Let me bigger this really quick. I swear to goodness I have seen this. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I remember this. So, anyway, let's put this back into its corner here. 1959, the first weather satellite, Vanguard 2, 9.8 kilograms, was launched to measure cloud cover distribution, and that's what this is right here. So,
Very cool like that.
Sputnik.
Reminds me of the ball from Phantasm.
It looks like Sputnik.
I know.
Yeah. Well, 1959, a Turkish Airlines Vickers Viscount crashed near Gatwick Airport, killing 14. Turkish Prime Minister Adnan Menderes survived the crash. Wow. 62, a storm in Hamburg killed 265 people. Yikes. And 1964, the 101st member was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame, Chicago White Sox shortstop Luke Appling. That makes me wonder, like, 101st, who was the 100th?
Yeah.
You
Wouldn't
know?
that be the more important one who was the 100 guy?
This is a baseball player, not a Dalmatian. Come on.
Yeah.
1964, the U.S. House of Representatives accepted law on the civil rights. Good. And we also, oh, by the way, I remember when I was going off about, like, in 1945 when Alaska passed some kind of civil rights thing, and I was going on, like, you know, we're in the middle of a world war. Why the hell do we care about civil rights?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then I was going on about like, you know, some salsa, or like I said, like, you know, maybe like it was some Tabasco sauce.
Yeah.
I think it was whiskey. I think it was.
Yeah, you may be right.
Yeah, like hold on a second. That's the wrong button. I don't want Rumble. I want Ecosia. Whiskey.
That would make more sense.
Invented during Civil War. No, I think it was like a very known brand. The history of whiskey and bourbon. What whiskey was invented during Civil War? Brand whiskey invented during Civil War. It's not going to tell me. Let me just image search. What is this? Civil War era whiskey. Tennessee. What was this? Jack Daniels. Yeah, I think Jack Daniels was like 1963 or something, or not. 1863. Yeah. Anyway,
Jack, yeah.
Well. Yep. 1964, U.S. Supreme Court ruled one man, one vote in Westbury versus Sanders. They ruled that the congressional districts have to be approximately equal in population. Well, one man equals one vote. Mm-hmm. Until corporations came along, and somehow magically corporations can vote as another entity.
Well,
so
they never took in the real power, and that's money.
Yeah. 1965, U.S. Ranger 8 was launched. It will transmit 7,137 lunar pictures. It launched on its mission to photograph the Mare Tranquillitatis, aka the Sea of Tranquility, region of the moon in preparation for the manned Apollo missions, ultimately for the site to be chosen for the Apollo 11 lunar landing.
Okay.
All right. We also have 1968, Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, Springfield, Massachusetts, opened. All right.
Yeah.
1969, Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash recorded an album, but it was never released. What a shame.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is a bummer right there.
Yeah.
We also have U.S. astronaut Barry L. Cannon died of carbon dioxide. Aquanaut died of carbon dioxide poisoning while attempting to repair a leak in the Sealab 3 underwater habitat. Ultimately, subsequently, for the Sealab project and the facility to be abandoned.
There you go.
And let's not forget about Sealab 2021.
Oh, dear.
Did you ever see that show, Jay?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah. 1970, Robert Morocco's Child's Play premiered in New York City. Is that the movie? With Chucky?
I don't know.
Let me.
No idea.
You don't.
Doesn't sound like it would be a play.
Child's Play. No, it's a movie, not a stage performance. It is a feature-length film.
You know, I know.
Wait, this is different. No, this is different.
But they're talking about Child's Play.
Well, no. Okay, it's in quotations. Child's Play in quotation. That's the name of the product.
Ah, okay.
Like how this is called an iPhone, whatever. Like that's the name of that production is called Child's Play.
Okay.
Now I'm asking about Chucky because the name of that movie series. You remember Chucky the Killer Doll?
Yeah, I never saw
Yeah.
it though.
Yeah, the name of that movie series is Child's Play.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was wondering if Child's Play the movie came out in 1970 in New York City. The date sounds about right, but the location is a little weird. But as we see here, it appears to be a stage performance. So
I think it might have came out in the late 80s or 90s.
I think so. Hold on a second. Child Play movie. Let's see here.
Yeah,
88.
Yeah.
November 9th, 1988, right there.
Good pull.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Mhm.
Late 80s, 90s.
Yep.
There it is.
1970, U.S. Army officer Jeffrey McDonald. Now, this is weird. From our primary source, it says this is when he murdered his pregnant wife and 2 small daughters. From our other source, it says here the family of Jeffrey R. McDonald, the United States Army captain, was found murdered in their home. Oh, okay, so they were found, North Carolina. Eventually, McDonald himself was charged with and convicted of the murder of his pregnant wife and 2 daughters. Okay, so never mind. There is no discrepancy. I just got to read more thoroughly. So this is when he ended their existence. Absolutely, I cannot think of words to describe how horrible that is. 1972, British Parliament voted to join the European Economic Community. That's kind of funny. 1972, Italian tenor Luciano Pavarotti received record 17 curtain calls after his performance in La Fille du Regiment at New York's Metropolitan Opera.
17 curtain calls.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He was a great.
They wouldn't let him go.
No.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah. 72, sales of the Volkswagen Beetle model exceeded those of the Ford Model T. All right.
Nope. Oh, Volkswagen's classic.
You know, like, I find that very interesting because, like, Hitler also idolized Henry Ford. That was one of his reasons why he did the whole people's car, like, you know, because of Ford and everything. And Ford was also an anti-Semite and everything. And Ford treated people, you know, like commodities, not as humans. You know, so they had the whole, you know, assembly line thing. So you could say, you know, the Model T and Henry Ford, in their own little way, inspired Nazism. You know?
Well, that's a stretch.
Jeez.
Yeah. 72, U.S. President Richard Nixon left Washington, D.C. for a groundbreaking trip to China. Fucking traitor.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, traitor.
Yeah.
That was hailed in the day. Opened up China. Hey,
well, I mean, like, you know, it's nice to want to open up and be like, oh, hey, we're all humans in this world. You know, hold hands, sing kumbaya, let's work together. But China is incredibly xenophobic. They found a way to ruin us in our attempts to better them. You know, you cannot drag people up from the gunk if they're going to pull you down. So that was the stupidest thing. That, you know, we should have just let them fester. 1973, U.S. National Security Advisor Henry Kissinger met Chinese leader Mao Zedong, where the latter jokingly offered to send 10 million Chinese women to the United States. Yeah, probably.
What, 10?
Yeah. 10 million. Yeah, Mao Zedong jokingly offered to send 10 million. That sounds like an invasion and trying to scoop out an entire generation from under us. That sounds like an act of war right there. We are talking about from commies here. So.
Yeah, commies.
1974, 6th Daytona 500. Richard Petty was the first driver to win back-to-back titles at Daytona, his 5th Great American Race. Richard Petty, one of the best, you know?
Yeah.
And I want that hat. Yeah.
That hat looks nice. I'm not gonna lie, that hat looks boss.
Yeah. 1974 as well, 49 died in a stampede for seats at a soccer match in Cairo, Egypt. Yeah.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And we also have Robert K. Preston, a disgruntled U.S. Army private, buzzed the White House with a stolen helicopter.
I love it. Buzz the White House. How did that not get shot down?
Well, obviously it was before the no-fly zone was implemented. Probably the reason why it's there.
The White House. I love it.
Yeah.
That's something I would have liked to have done.
Well, yeah.
You can.
Well, there's been several instances of people, like, there's at least one instance of somebody landing a helicopter. I'm sure somebody landed one of the smaller Cessna planes on the front lawn.
Yeah.
You know, there's been several accounts of landing aircraft on the White House and at the Capitol, yeah. 1976, Macau adopted their constitution, Organic Law of Macau. All right. 77, Calcutta Republic, a commune of Nigerian musician and activist Fela Kuti, burnt to the ground by soldiers in Lagos. That's not nice.
Yikes.
1979, China invaded Vietnam, marking the start of the Sino-Vietnamese War. It's weird. 79, NHL Philadelphia Flyers goaltender Bernie Parents, at the age of 34, suffered a career-ending eye injury when he was struck with a stick during a game. Oh, that's got to hurt.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Especially the retina too. That's rough.
The worst thing I've actually seen, though, and I'm trying to think of how to describe it without really describing it, but there's this one where, and I think it was intentional.
You talking hockey here?
Yeah, ice hockey, where some guy came up and he kicked somebody in the throat with his skate.
Sliced it?
Yeah, sliced it in. I think that's happened a couple of times. The one I'm thinking of was an accident, because I remember seeing him hold his throat, and I'm not going to get too graphic, but you can only imagine what the sight was. But there was another incident where this guy, like, he was one of these leftist nut jobs or whatever, or something to do with trans rights or something. But he did the same thing to another player of an opposing team. You know, kicked him in the throat with his ice hockey, and then that guy ultimately did not make it. Wow. So, yeah.
Ooh.
1980, Swedish cross-country skier Thomas Wassberg earned the first of 4 career Olympic gold medals in the 15K at Lake Placid, won by 0.01 seconds from Finland's Juha Mieto, the closest margin of victory ever in Olympic cross-country skiing. And you're talking about,
amazing.
Hundredths of a second.
Yeah,
that's hundredths of a second.
That's cross-country skiing, and it comes into
1/100th of a second.
Good.
Yeah,
Lord.
woo. We also have Krzysztof Wielki and Leslie Kishi perform the first winter ascent of Mount Everest. That's not on our primary source for some reason, but yeah. What are you going to say, Jay?
I'll just read. I'm just want to read along or.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I keep interrupting you, man. Like,
That's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. You're doing your show. It's all good.
it's all right. 1981, Chrysler Corporation reported largest corporate loss in U.S. history. But what was it? What was the number?
They didn't give it to us,
Yeah,
obviously.
of course
I
not.
think that's when they got bailed out by the government.
Yeah, probably. 82, commencement of Sri Lanka's first Test cricket match versus England. Cool. 83, Netherlands adopted their constitution. And 85, we have the 27th Daytona 500 after taking pole at the then record speed of 205.114 miles per hour. Bill Elliott dominated the race, leading 136 of 200 laps. Wow. I'm trying to...
Fucking ball
Here it
laps.
is. Yeah. 1985 as well, Colombian drug lord, the godmother of cocaine, Griselda Blanco, was arrested in Irvine, California. That's just down the street. She was later convicted and served 15 years for manufacturing and distributing, the Colombian powder. So,
Powder.
15
So
years.
was she manufacturing it in Irvine?
She was convicted.
She's just caught down there.
She was caught. Well, I mean, she obviously had some kind of empire, so I think,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, with 15 years, so that means that she got out in the year 2000. So she's been out for 26 years if she's still even alive.
I want to show you that.
Yeah. 1986, the first Francophone summit convened at Versailles. What the hell is a Francophone? Francophone summit. Let's take a look at this here. Francophone summit. Villars Cortes, 2004. Gouvernement. Dude, look at that. Gouvernement. What the hell kind of a way to spell government is that?
Yeah, they just want to spell government. Government.
Deny all cookies. I don't want your cookies.
Dutch or something.
Yeah, no, it's
I want
French.
cookies.
Oh, French?
Yeah, it's some kind of France. Apparently they're having the first of these in 33 years coming up. So,
Frankenstein government.
yeah, Francophony. Phony? Huh.
Meet my Frankenstein.
Yeah. 1986, Johnson & Johnson announced it will no longer sell capsule drugs. Johnson & Johnson. Capsule. Pills.
Oh, capsule.
pills,
Capsule.
yeah.
Okay.
What did you think I was saying?
I didn't get a word out of it.
Third one.
1988, U.S. Lieutenant Colonel William Higgins was kidnapped in South Lebanon by Lebanese terrorists and was later killed. Ugh. 89, 6-week study of Arctic atmosphere showed no ozone hole. That's a little weird, almost as if they're lying or, more of this liberal crap. We gotta save the environment.
We gotta save the environment.
1989, you almost sounded like Eric Cartman with that, by the way.
They're pretty good Eric Cartman, I guess.
1989, Mauritania, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, and Libya form a common market. All right. Didn't we talk about that yesterday?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Moving on to the 90s, 92, during the first Nagorno-Karabakh War, Armenian troops massacred over 20 Azerbaijani civilians during the capture of Garadagari. Yeah. 93, the Haitian ferry boat, or what?
Year I was born, 93.
Oh, well, yeah, happy birthday, whatever it is.
Yeah.
A Haitian ferry boat capsized in a storm. Between 800 to 2,000 people died. It's quite a big discrepancy right there. 94, the Brady Bunch movie, based on the 1970s TV series, premiered in the U.S. All right.
So they actually made a movie of that?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And
Yeah,
The Simpsons finally made a movie too.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, cool.
95, federal judge allowed lawsuit claiming U.S. tobacco makers knew nicotine was addictive and manipulated its levels to keep customers hooked. Dude, they should be executed for that shit.
It's damn right. Yes, damn right.
96, Gary Kasparov defeated chess-playing computer Deep Blue 4-2. Okay. So.
Very nice.
Yeah. 96 in Philadelphia, we got that one. NASA's Discovery program began as a near-Schumacher spacecraft lifted off on the first mission ever to orbit and land on an asteroid, which was 433 euros. We spoke about this the other day. So that was 96, and that's not on primary source. So I think that's left over. This date is probably an erroneous date here. So 96 as well. The 8.2 MW Biak earthquake shook the Papua province of eastern Indonesia with a maximum Mercalli intensity of 8, severe, creating a large. Well, no, that's not the Richter scale. That's Mercalli. There's 4 or 5 different. There's
didn't know that.
Yeah, there's Mercalli. There's this is 8.2 MW Biak, Mercalli intensity of 8. And neither of those are Richter. Richter is actually antiquated. We have an updated Richter version 2 now that we use. So, anyway, it created a large tsunami and caused the deaths or misplacement of 166 people and the injury of 423 others. 98, Larry Wayne Harris and Bill Levitt were arrested for possession of anthrax. Who the hell were they, and why did they have that?
Why did they have anthrax?
I know, right? Right here. Who were they, and why do they have anthrax? What the hell?
Dang.
That's weird. 98 as well. U.S. women's ice hockey team beat Canada and won the first Olympic gold medal. All right. Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And 2006, a massive mudslide occurred in southern Leyte, Philippines, killing 1,126 people. Yeah.
Ooh.
2011, during the Arab Spring, Libyan protests against Muammar Gaddafi's regime began. We also have in Bahrain, security forces launched a deadly pre-dawn raid on protesters in Pearl Roundabout in Manama. This date is known today as Bloody Thursday.
Ooh, yikes.
Yep. In 2012, approximately 70 ancient Olympic artifacts were stolen from the Archaeological Museum of Greece. Ooh, man.
Yikes.
2012, nope, we're going to skip that. 2014, U.S. pair Miles Davis and Charlie White won the first Olympic gold medal for the U.S. in ice dance at the Sochi Winter Games. Thank you.
All right.
2014, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry claimed climate change required urgent action and that only a small window of time remained open. Yeah, sure. Just like how in the 1920s they said that by 1940 the world would be out of petrol. Yeah. It's been the same shit for nearly a century. Stop buying into it, people. Yeah. This guy, what a flip-flop piece of shit. So.
Yeah, look at his face looks like a potato.
Yeah, his face looks like a potato.
He's got that chin. We saw.
The Hasbro chin.
Must be related.
Yeah.
Well, his eyes are kind of doing this, so.
Yeah, might as well. His eyes are just about to leave his
skull. 2015, 18 people were trampled to death, with another 78 injured in a stampede at the Mardi Gras parade in Haiti. Yep. We also have a car bomb attack on military convoy in Ankara, Turkey, by Kurdish militant left 28 dead. Other source says at least 29 killed, with another 61 people injured. Yeah. And there's a lot of car bombs and terrorist activities that I skip over, but every now and then, I throw one in, like this one, So, 2016, Chief Executive Tim Cook confirmed Apple will contest an FBI order to unlock the phone of San Bernardino gunman Syed Rizwan Farah. Bullshit.
Oh,
I remember that.
PR bullshit. Of course, he probably couldn't unlock that shit and throw it into the government fast enough. Man, these scumballs.
He's got a shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2016, Nike ended an endorsement deal with Filipino boxer Manny Pacquiao after he made TV comments saying gay people are, I'm not even going to repeat what he said, but I'll highlight it, right here. So that's absolutely reprehensible. I can't believe he would say that.
Hey, Manny Pacquiao, though, is a hell of a boxer.
Yes, he is, but if he's going to be that kind of a prejudice, I don't know. 2016, oldest known case of human Neanderthal intercourse 100,000 years ago was revealed by the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology in Leipzig, when a 50,000-year-old Neanderthal woman's remains from the Alai Mountains showed trace of Homo sapien DNA. Okay. What are they doing? Scraping her cervix or something? What the hell? How are they figuring this out? How do you figure that out?
I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I guess that just goes to show humans are no better than any other animal. We'll just fuck anything that moves.
Sounds like us.
Yep. 2017, discovery of a new, mostly underwater continent, Zealandia, in the South Pacific, was announced in the research journal GSA Today. I heard about this. Zealandia, yeah, like it's around Zealand, New Zealand or something like that. Here.
New Zealand, yeah.
Let me look this up here. Come on, search images. This here. So this whole thing, if I can get a bigger image, here we go. So here's New Zealand here. Yeah. So everything in the dotted line, and yes, it extends obviously for not that far beyond the out of the picture. But that's all a whole other continent they discovered under the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder, if they're going to consider Doggerland, continent, because there are traces of human inhabitants, in those waters, and it's believed that that's where Atlantis might have been, or at least a portion of the Atlantean Empire. I think is part of the Rekot structure. The Eye of the Sahara. 2018, a Czech skier, Esther Ledecka, won Super G gold medal at Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. Later won the parallel giant slalom snowboarding to be the first female to win gold in 2 sports at a single games. Wow. Okay, you know what? That deserves a cheer.
Yeah, we cheer.
Freaking phenomenal. You go, girl.
So, you go.
Yeah. I guess you can check that off the list.
There you go, yeah.
2019, protests continued by thousands in the streets of Port-au-Prince in Haiti against government corruption and inflation. All right. 2020, Amazon boss Jeff Bezos pledged $10 billion to help fight climate change. Oh, whatever. Piece of shit. Just buying carbon offsets.
Like, oh, what?
Yeah. 2020, India Supreme Court granted equal rights to women in the armed forces. Good.
Actually, equal opportunity, yes.
2021, Texas Senator Ted Cruz flew to Cancun, Mexico, with his family amid a winter disaster in his state, igniting widespread condemnation. I remember that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he has a very soft-looking face. Like, what is he? Is he Republican or Democrat?
Yeah, Republican. He ran for presidency. Lost to Trump, though.
Yeah.
First time.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. He doesn't look like a douche, but he still has a punchable face. So.
I know.
Yeah. 2028, or not 20, not even there yet. 2022,
no.
28,000 women applied for 30 jobs driving trains after they were advertised for women in Saudi Arabia for the first time.
Jeez.
Gee, I thought my luck was bad. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
We also have Alexandra Truskova became the first female figure skater to land 4 and 5 quadruple jumps. Wow. In the free skate at the Beijing Winter Olympics, winning the silver medal. I gotta see if there's a video of this. That does not sound feasible, physically.
Oh.
So, she did it. Okay, this is... Oh, no.
Didn't make that one.
No. Trying. And I hate these shorts. So...
Yeah, these shorts will hit the point.
Yeah. Let me find a better video. Like, they have something that's not short. Okay. Well, this was 40. So this is the actual video of this. So I think I found the actual video here. So let's see. I don't even know where it's... Oh, here it is. No, this is just spinning here. Like, on the ground. Whatever. Let's move on up here. What else do we got? 2024, Ukraine withdrew its troops from the key eastern town of Vidikva, blaming a lack of Western-supplied weapons. Oh, shut up. Stand your own ground. Oh, we're losing because our allies aren't helping us. Well, clearly you're losing because you don't have the ability to stand on your own 2 feet. If you can't be independent, screw you. You're done. Nature is cruel. Yeah. Why the fuck should anybody care if you can't defend yourself? 2025, an airplane crashed and flipped over at Toronto Airport, injuring 21 people. The 4th major aviation incident or accident in North America in a month. Let's not forget all the whistleblowers of Boeing and other places just mysteriously dying.
So
True.
How does a plane flip?
Well, because you have non-white people because of check marks. DEI didn't earn it. freaking what's the other term?
Well,
Affirmative action.
well-
You know, they're hiring people based off of color of their skin, not credentials.
Well,
and
you're really extrapolating this.
no, it's proven. You know, there's DEI
It's proven,
hires
yeah.
all over the place. You know, that's why
Yeah.
there's so many of these problems with Boeing and everything. They're hiring people not off credentials, but based off of check marks. You know, so that way you'd be like, oh, look, we're progressive. Oh, never mind about our planes catching fire in midair. You know?
Yep.
So, yeah. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Please check the underbar in the description below for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to anything Omni Coalition. A lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis. We can only bring you a portion. You can see all this stuff here that we skipped over, and this is just from 2 sources, you know. So, like, a lot of history is out there. Please check our underbar. For all of you and all of us, I am AO Xander.
Golden Loon.
Nephilim J will see people around for the greatest episode of this podcast.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, you are you. Until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, we do stream every day at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Toodles, deuces.
Yep.